Stop Fire Fire Extinguishers, the official fire extinguisher of the Outlaws. Stop Fire Extinguishers are made from a proprietary blend of liquefied fire suppression gases and not only puts out the fire, but also prevents reignition with zero mess. Check them out at ake.com. Stop Fire Extinguishers, the world's best fire extinguisher.
Danny Schnicker, Hoyle, Illinois. If you look to the center of the track right now, getting close to the 200-foot mark, you'll see a UTV out there that is driven by Mr. Dennis Schnicker. Oh, he jumped out of his seat almost. Dennis Schnicker. All the old pulling fans will remember Dennis. He's letting Danny drive this tractor a lot this year. We'll see what he can do. Got to beat 360 feet. Set by Jimmy Brackett.
All right, here it is, the Bite Binder Strong Running IH right here. Going for it all.
Limited Pro diesel pickups getting ready to fire up here. We've got 15 trucks from all over the United States of America. First out of the box, lady driver out of Cleburne, Texas, Emily Schaefer at Borrowed Time. Good hook for Emily Schaefer, making the trip all the way from Cleburne, Texas up here this weekend. That is the option puller. She has the option. It'd be hard to turn that down, wouldn't it? But in the back of her mind, there's 14 of the country's best limited pro diesel pickups coming up behind me here. All right, Schaefer going to keep that hook at 329.3, 329.30 for Borrowed Time. Skylar Leaper and Legal Limits out of California, Missouri coming up next.
Yes, sir, Danny Schnicker, the Bite and Binder 351 and a 98 351 and a 98. And here comes your heavy hitter on this John Deere. If you're a John Deere fan, this is your guy right here, Chuck Holsworth on the Fly You Fool. This tractor right here, one of the top 10 pro in the country with the 5.0 limit on the Charger.
One of the sharpest looking John Deere tractors I've seen in a while too. 8 bars, a brand new sheet metal on this one. Fly You Fool, they call it, out of Sherman, Illinois, Chuck Holsworth. Strong runner, had a good run last night here in Washington. Back at it again, trying to beat 360.61. 360 and 61. For the 8R John Deere, one of the only brand new sheet metal tractors you're going to see around on the pulling circuit.
Here,
This one could do the job.
Chuck Holsworth. Here we go. 10,000-pound pro stock tractor right here in Washington, Missouri.
The John Deere fans over there on the hill were sure celebrating. They know something we don't.
Oh, yeah. They got the bird's eye view over there in the grass hillside.
Here comes Skyler Leaper, Legal Limit. Heck yeah, the pride of California, Missouri, Skyler Leaper. He's number one in the points right now, and he's your defending points champion from 2024. Has a 1-point lead right now in the point standings.
Yes, sir. We're starting to have some fun now right here in Washington, Missouri. Chuck Holsworth, he just put it way out there in that number one spot.
Oh, that's a 98. Good job. 366.98.
What a mark set out there by Chuck Holsworth at 366 and 98 for all my John Deere fans. But there's a couple of internationals. Don't sleep on them yet. One is from Jackson, Tennessee, and the other one is from New Palestine, Indiana. We also have a Minneapolis Moline. We got a beautifully painted John Deere from Kyle Carson's back here still. We'll see what the high cotton can do of Chris Couch out of Jackson.
VP Racing Fuels, the spec fuel of the Outlaw truck and tractor pullers. Every Outlaw pulling vehicle competing on the Outlaw circuit is fueled by VP Racing Fuels for maximum power and reliability. VP also has additives created to maximize the performance of your daily driver as well as your small engines and outdoor power equipment. Find out more at vpracingfuels.com. Now, this pro stock class, this is what we call the 5.0 Pro. They're all running identical turbochargers as they came out of the box from Weimer, fuel injection and turbo. That turbocharger, the intake side of it, the diameter is 5 inches. Pretty darn big. About 3,800, close to 4,000 horsepower. These 10,000 pros are laying down.
680 cubic inch limit on these guys as far as this block will be through. They started out at 466 in the 85 limited pro class. They're running a 3-inch turbocharger. We bumped up to 640 and a 4.1-inch turbo. Now we're all the way up to 680 cubes and a 5-inch turbo. And you can tell what that does for these tractors.
Now, over here on the truck side, we're limited to 460 cubic inches in the limited pro diesel pickup class. And the sheet metal doesn't have to match the engine as it did in the pro street class. So in the case of this truck here, Adam Kincaid out of LaGrange, Kentucky, the Gambler, running a Cummins in a Ford. Wow, nice hook. Going to be right there close to that leader mark.
Oh, look out. That's Chris Couch on the high cotton from Jackson, Tennessee. Oh, my goodness. Where's my red fans at tonight?
Started off the class
Oh.
He got it. Word is he got it.
Oh.
371.54. Three-man Chris Couch out of Jackson, Tennessee, your new leader.
Over here on the truck side, Adam Kincaid slid into the number 2 spot. Missed the first place mark by just under 3 inches. He went 352.08. The leader, Skyler Leaper, still in the lead at 352.36. 3 and 23/64 inches out of the lead.
Yes, sir. Chris Couch on the high cotton. 371 feet and some change. Definitely puts him up in the number 1 spot. At about the 200-foot mark, you can see that tractor dug in and took off. And he was gone.
Preston Collins coming out here. Another one out of the Lone Star State, Odessa, Texas. The Thunderstruck Dodge just pulled in here this afternoon about 5:15 or so p.m. They've been working on a brand new truck, trying to get it done. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it done before the weekend. They missed last night because they were working on the truck. Still has the Thunderstruck, though. Hoping to have that new one out by this weekend when we pull up in Wisner, Nebraska at Thunder by the River. Big St. Charles Motorsports, when work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series, or go big with the 1000 line built for 3, 5, or 6. Visit Big St. Charles Motorsports today and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection, always wear your seatbelt, close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides made for riders 16 and older. Preston Collins, Odessa, Texas, Thunderstruck.
Oh, no, shut that down. I don't like to see that.
Oh, that's hard on driveline parts. Goodness gracious. Yeah, he got the bouncing, and you can tell he's like, I'm not letting out. And a couple big bounces later, he said, yeah, maybe I should. He was headed back to Texas, I think, but truck got the bouncing and ruined that idea. 308.48, 308.48 for Preston Collins and Thunderstruck.
Here's a bullet. Chris Couch, he'll have to dodge this one. Chris Kane, New Palestine, Indiana. One to watch and one that could put down a heck of a pass here tonight.
He could certainly do it. I'm in the New Palestine right there in the middle of the cornfield, Indiana. No wonder he's out here pulling tractors tonight. Good looking aces, wild.
For all of you out there that know the Kane family, Chris's dad actually pulls the Red Gambler tractor right now on the NTPA circuit, and he has at least one, if not two wins already this year out on the NTPA circuit.
Well, we're talking about NTPA right now, and we've got aces wild.
I'll tell you what, horsepower is not the problem here in Washington, Missouri. These boys are putting on a show. 10,000-pound pro stock here tonight.
Next puller on the diesel pickup side, this is Jimmy Deberman. Entry from Glen Elder, Kansas, the chain smoker. coming off a win last Friday night in Mercer, Missouri, the Mercer homecoming, and his first win of the season. This Dodge pickup called the Chain Smoker. Currently sits number 3 in the point standings here in this 2025 season. About 13 points out of the lead, but he's gaining ground.
Aces Wild, 363.48. Out of New Valentine, Indiana, 363 and a 48. Going to bring you up the week fed. The man of the hour.
Yes, sir. Aces Wild, 363 and a 48. That is a strong pass right there for the Aces Wild.
Jimmy Deberman digging and scratching for every last inch there. Going to come up short. He can just about reach out and grab a hold of that Schaefer oil barrel, but he couldn't get past it.
Don't go anywhere yet tonight. We still have quite a bit of iron back there yet to pull. And if you haven't seen these Pro Stock semis pull, get ready for that. They were here last night. I think we have 6 of them here tonight that are coming in, and they are going to put on a show over on
right here, David Justice, big time farmer out of Illinois, driving the Minneapolis Holy.
I'll tell you what, that's another strong pass right there from the wheat fed out of Hillsboro, Illinois.
For week 353 to 23 for David Justice. Glass is over in the glass. It's going to be a lot of grain.
Jimmy Deberman's Chain Smoker Dodge pickup out of Glen Elder, Kansas goes 338.44. Carter Lee, the farm truck out of Houston, Texas, coming up next.
350, 23, 353, and a 23 for David Justice and Kyle Karstens. Last man to hook in the class, last bullet for Chris Couch on the cotton pickadeer that he has to dodge. I know. Kyle Karstens, Parker, Kansas, on the lot of green. Beautiful looking John Deere coming in here. This tractor is plenty capable of going 371 feet and some change.
You won't recognize the John Deere green on this one, but it is a beautiful hunter green. A bass boat, they call it bass boat. When that paint is shining and sparkling under the lights like this one does. This tractor is bass boat all the way.
The farm truck coming up next in Limited Pro Diesel Pickups. Rookie driver, high school student Carter Lee out of Houston, Texas, getting some seat time. The truck is a former points champion in this Limited Pro Diesel Pickup class. Won the points with Dan Valance was when owned the truck. Won it back in 2022. Got to beat 352.36 to get past the current points leader in the class, Skylar Lieber.
A lot of prep work going on over here. You see the John Deere wheel loader pulling weights off the mini bump guard sled. They're getting ready for the 20,000-pound semi-class. We're going to need every weight in the part in order to stop these bad boys. And you guys out there in the stands that have stuck around, you know what you're looking for. The biggest, baddest class of the night.
All right, that's a do-over. That's a do-over. Going to bring some more RPM up and let the boost fill out there, get some more boost before he starts releasing the clutch here. Like I said, rookie driver, high school student, doesn't have a whole lot of seat time in the truck.
Drive it like you stole it. That's the advice you got to give the young driver. Drive it like you stole it.
Okay, Kyle Karstens, tractor out of Kansas. That's a heck of a pass right there for Kyle Karsten. It's not going to be enough here in Washington, Missouri tonight. So first place, that'll go to the High Cotton of Chris Couch out of Jackson, Tennessee.
Like old Chris Couch in that tech pro class, he's playing both sides of the fence. Came out of the gate driving the John Deere, got big in the air, then he switched it up to the international, goes to the High Cotton, and one of them outdid the other, and he ends up winning the class with the High Cotton International tractor.
Okay, Kyle on the lot of green. Parker, Kansas, 339 in a 53, 339 in a 53 out of Parker, Kansas. First place will go to Chris Couch on the High Cotton. Second place, that'll end up with Chuck Holsworth on the Fly U Fool. Third place will go to Chris Payne on the Aces Wild out of New Palestine, Indiana. Fourth place will go to Jimmy Brackett out of Richland, Missouri on the Hillbilly Express. And fifth place will go to Chris Couch out of Jackson, Tennessee on the Cotton Chicken Deer.
Doggone it. Check with him, make sure he's all right there. That was a hard hit. Doggone it, second attempt. That's going to be it for him, too.
Young man just wanted to get up and get on it. You got to let those RPMs build and give that turbocharger a chance to keep up. Live and learn as he goes.
Hey, give him a tough luck round of applause. That's a new driver, everybody. That's not a new truck, though. That's just a new driver. As my microphone is skipping out on me here.
Big thanks to Kaiser Wheels. At Kaiser Wheels, they understand the challenges and aspirations that drive the racing industry. Whether you're a racing team or an individual pursuing your passion, the folks at Kaiser have experienced the journey of turning dreams into reality. Check them out at KaiserWheels.com. Liquid Tube Total Tire Protection, the premium flat tire preventative that you can trust to prevent flats, reduce downtime, and extend tire life. Treat your tires with Liquid Tube. Protect them from rim and bead leaks and prevent flats for the life of the tire. Check them out at liquidtube.com. Now found at Napa Auto Parts, Fleet Farm, and Bass Pro. Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting.
There's two types of drivers out there. Drivers who know how to protect their investment and drivers who don't. Car owners who know how to get more miles per gallon and owners who don't. We're talking people who know their Schaefer and people who don't. Which one are you? From cars to trucks to diesel workhorses, whatever you drive, there's a Schaefer synthetic oil for you. Do you know your Schaefer? Ask for it at an automotive retailer near you.
At Harvest, you have one goal: finding the perfect flow of grain from the field to the bin. Case IH axial flow combines are engineered for matched capacity to deliver proven grain savings, so you can keep efficiency flowing smoothly. Find yours with the Case IH axial flow.
You know, when we come time to spray fungicide, we are deciding whether to do it or not because our plants are so healthy compared to what they used to be. It's going to be a money saving in the future between fertilizer costs and fungicides and things like that, things that we can eliminate and still feel comfortable in improving our soil health.
In 3 inches in diameter, 460 cubic inch limit. DOT street tires, no pulling tires allowed in the class. 8,000 pounds, air over water intercoolers. You see when the farm truck took that rough bounce, you saw some water splash out of the front there, out of the weight rack. There is a water compartment there filled with ice cold water. They pump that ice cold water through an intercooler, air over water intercooler, to cool down the incoming air charge and reduce the exhaust gas temperatures. If not for that, they would literally melt the pistons. They would have a 3-mile island inside the engines. Those exhaust gas temperatures would be so high. Got to beat 352.36. Landon Perkins. What a shot. Somebody tell him if he's heading back to Kentucky, he's going to have to take a left turn at some point.
Associate Parker Hamilton. Innovative machine and tool, First State Community Bank, Sound Welding, Show Me Auto Body, Iron Workers, Local 396, the Laura Automotive Group of Sullivan, Gray Eagle Distributors. Now send it to Ron and he'll give you a distance on that truck.
We got a new leader. New leader, Landon Perkins, had to beat 352.36. He goes 352.77, 41 hundredths of a foot from New Liberty, Kentucky in the lead. Defending points champion Brent Roberts, 20,000-pound pro stock semi, black on track.
Whoa. Puller.
Yeah, he shut that one down. Hop, skip, and a jump. You will not be happy.
Well, he's a little gun shy of that, guys. I'll tell you, late June down in Whitewright, Texas on the Friday night, 2-night show. He started doing that, and he stayed in it and busted a rear end in the thing. So he's a little gun shy.
Well, that's part of tractor pulling and truck pulling. If you ain't breaking it, you're not trying hard enough. Good run, though, nonetheless. Plenty of horsepower. We know we've got that. 20,000 pounds semis.
Wow. Here's your number 2 truck in points. He's only 1 point behind the leader, looking to make up some ground on him tonight. He took third last night. Jason Wayman out of Nobbinger, Missouri. Calling all Autobots. Here comes Megatron.
Megatron. Got the lights on the front and underneath. Here we go.
The word on the semi side, Brent Roberts out of Hopkins, Missouri, black on track, turned that run down. He's going to come back in the 6th position, which guess what? That makes him last. 6 trucks signed up to pull. 342.94. 342.94 for Jason Wayman and Megatron. Jeremy Bales out of Meridian, Texas, coming up next. Dodge pickup called All Hopped Up.
We'd also like to thank John Paul Lumber. Lumbers in Lancaster, local U562. Houston Oak Auto Body, Frontier Auto Body, the Washington Fence Company. Baptist Toby Agri Products, New Haven and Martinsville, Kennedy, Collins, and Industrial Maintenance. Fisher Oil Company, Hall Brothers, Lumber, KJ, other small construction. KB3 LLC, Martin, Coach, that's
Next puller here, Connor Fry. Current points leader in the class here. The blue collar Peterbilt out of Brighton, Illinois. Now, they said this thing was built with spare parts from all the racing trucks and pulling trucks there in the shop at Jerseyville Truck Repair. Jerseyville Truck Repair, the official sponsor of the Outlaw Pro Stock Semi-Class. Oh, doggone it. He passed the 100-foot mark. That's when he could pull back on the throttle and try again. That's one of the hardest things to do for a rookie puller, though, guys. Pulling back on the throttle before 100 foot. Everything inside you says go, go, go.
Yeah, that's a tough break right there. A tough break for that truck right there.
180.49 feet. Definitely competitors going to make up some ground on him points-wise here tonight. Here comes Jeremy Bales out of Meridian, Texas. Dodge pickup, all hopped up. Yeah, they're not messing around out here. Nice pass for Jeremy Bales. Not enough, though. Not enough, probably even to get him in the money here. All of them are bunched up around that 350 mark. $331.58 feet, 331.58 for Jeremy Bales. And all hot up. Eco-Tuning, your diesel tuning experts and trusted diesel tuning partner for over 20 years. Tuning all things ag since 2005. Turbo calculations, injector sizing, pump sizing, and software tuning on most makes and models. Giving you more power with better fuel efficiency with your ag equipment. Go to ecotuning.com to find an Eco-Tuning dealer nearest you.
He's a master of these systems right here. Master of the system here in Washington. Mike Azdera on the instigator out of Festus, Missouri. He came in late last night. To be followed by Joe Bear, Richard Carr, and Lonnie Craigmile out of Kentucky. We'll start back at the top.
Yeah, a couple of years back, guys, this was the truck to beat. When we reintroduced the semi-truck class for the Outlaws, this was the one to beat in the class just a couple of seasons back.
Paint scheme on that machine.
That's Tim Tuttle coming off a win last night. The Common Sense truck out of Paris, Illinois. Boy, he could have some bragging rights if he could sweep the weekend here in Washington, Missouri, going up against the best in the business. Mike Pazdera, the instigator out of Festus, Missouri. I don't know what's happening there, to be honest with you. Last night he had a hard time getting a hold of the track. Tim Tuttle, Common Sense. Woo! Nice hook for Tim Tuttle, trying to make it two in a row. Had to beat 352.77. He goes 352.54. Wow. 23 hundredths of a foot behind the leader.
Heck of a pass right there tonight in Washington, Missouri.
How about that? So Tim Tuttle missed taking the lead and possibly sweeping the weekend with the Common Sense truck by 2 7/8 inches. 2 7/8 inches. Engineer Bert R. Benjamin had a vision. An all-purpose tractor that could service the growing number of farms across North America. With that, in 1923, the first Farmall prototype was born. For more than a century, the Farmall tractor transformed farming generation after generation, a symbol of modern farming since its inception. Today, legacy Farmall tractors and modern ones are found all around the world. Still incredibly reliable, still all-purpose as ever, still loved by all. Check out the all-new Farmall lineup at your local Case IH dealer. Check them out at caseih.com.
Truck run out of Mars Hill, Maine. I said that, Maine. That is the state of Maine. Came a long way on high horsepower truck.
1,600 miles, but he didn't even warn us. If he would have given us a warning, we could have had him bring a whole bunch of lobster and stuff back with him, for crying out loud. They left on Wednesday and got here late yesterday. And for the first time ever in my announcing career, I announced the state of Maine last night here in Washington, Missouri.
I'll be honest, I did not even know pulling was a thing in the state of Maine, but we're about to find out. 3.0 high horsepower.
Yeah,
We'll see what he can
Luke Carney out of Mars Hill, Maine. Dodge pickup, high horsepower. Wow, nice hook. Nice hook for him. He came to play. .52, 346.5. At a Wright City, Missouri, in the Pro Stock Diesel semi-class. Joe Bear, Ford LTL 9000. What a way to go. Give a round of applause, Joe Bear, trying to make a perfect weekend of it. Torquing that left front tire off the ground, twisting the frame on that old Ford semi.
I still think we might have another pass out there. It's going to take that class.
322.47 feet. New leader, 322.47. Once again, big thanks to class sponsor of the Pro Stock Semi-Class, Jerseyville Truck Repair, your one-stop truck repair shop. JTR is a family-owned business, owned and operated, and has ASE certified master technicians with over 30 years of experience. Jerseyville Truck Repair is all-in-one repair and maintenance services for commercial semi-trucks and 18-wheelers, committed to quality service and providing you with a safe, reliable, and dependable vehicle. Check them out at Jerseyville Truckrepair.com out of Jerseyville, Illinois. For fleet, race, or pull it, they've got you covered. JTR, Jerseyville Truckrepair.com. Mike Christopher comes out of Paris, Kentucky. Dodge pickup calls it the Hulk. Woo! Wow, the old turbo was screaming for mercy there as he was trying to get past that leader mark. $349.75 comes up short. The Perkins brothers entry out of New Liberty, Kentucky, still hanging on to the top spot, 352.77 with 3 trucks to go. 3 trucks to go on both sides, actually. Organics Midwest, for plenty of soil health, of the yield will follow. Organics Midwest will help you get there with Bio 800 Plus. Healthy soil is the foundation for productive, sustainable agriculture, and managing for soil health allows producers to work with the land, not against it, reducing erosion, maximizing water infiltration, improving nutrient cycling, saving money on inputs, ultimately improving the resiliency of their working land. Learn more at organicsmidwest.com.
One-man binder, Brighton, Illinois, your next pro stock semi, Richard Garr. Could be the one to do it here in Washington, Missouri.
Richard Garr out of Brighton, Illinois. One bad binder. $330.84 new leader, Richard Garr, that international out of Brighton, Illinois. It's your number 1 truck right now with 2 to go. Let's go back to the truck side, the pickup truck side. Adam Kincaid out of LaGrange, Kentucky, the OBryant Diesel Dodge. Wow. You are watching world-class pulling here tonight, Washington, Missouri. These limited pro diesel pickups are putting on a show.
He is right there.
And we got a new leader, 354.04 feet, the OBryant Diesel Dodge taking the lead out of LaGrange, Kentucky. With 2 to go.
Sir, you come from LaGrange, Kentucky. He came to play, and he came to play hard at 354 feet. 3.0 diesel truck right here In Washington, Missouri, you're seeing some of the best in the nation.
Ex-Fuller, 20,000-pound pro stock semi. Monty Craigmile, another one out of Kentucky, out of Owenton, Kentucky. Calls it limitless. Got to get past the mark set by Richard Darr, 330.84.
I gotta believe Monty Craigmile didn't drive all this way for just one hook here tonight without coming to play.
You know what? He came last year and he had some problems. He's going to try to vindicate himself here this weekend. Didn't pull.
Hey, remember that. Horsepower is not going to be the problem. It wasn't last year. He was working out a few gremlins. Monty Craigmile out of Kentucky.
Didn't pull last night. They rolled in here late this afternoon, maybe an hour before pull time, with a limited pro diesel pickup and a pro stock semi on board. On the pickup side, out of Brighton, Colorado, the rambunctious Dodge of Mike Menicky. Here we go. It's going to be Illinois. Is it going to be Kentucky? Monty Craigmile, limitless. Vindication on his mind. We know he's a new leader. Mike Meineke, rambunctious.
Look out. We got Park Fly. Look out. There went Monty Craigmile. Give them a tough luck round of applause. Middle of the track, that truck from Colorado. Something seriously broke, and we had parts flying everywhere down this track.
366.43 for Monty Craigmile, the limitless. Semi out of Owenton, Kentucky. That's your new leader with one to go. We're going to bring back the option puller. Defending points champ Brent Roberts, black on track. Going to be the last hook. $188.4 for Mike Meineke out of Brighton, Colorado, the rambunctious machine. He's going to go back to Colorado with a broken pickup. Craig McElfresh out of Rushville, Missouri, the 8 Envy Chevrolet, going to be the last truck in limited pro diesel pickups. Schaefer Oil, since 1839, Schaefer Oil Specialized Lubricants has been helping customers' equipment run stronger and last longer. Schaefer Oil products providing unconditional performance and quality for your vehicle. Schaefer Oil, not the best because we're the oldest, but the oldest because we're the best. Learn more at SchaeferOil.com. Frosted Frog Coolers and Tumblers. Frosted Frog, the official cooler of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers. Check them out at FrostedFrog.com. Whiffles Hybrids, a U.S. family farm-owned company, has partnered with the Outlaws this season, bringing 75 years of tradition and independence in the seed business. Check them out at Whiffles Hybrids, specializing in one thing and one thing only,